watching We Love Rare Grooves.
People, this is Major, and this is what we love. Rare Grooves. Now that's Major.
Welcome to another edition of We Love Rare Grooves. That's right, we're getting rare tonight with the sound of Los Angeles recording. We're getting a little solar tonight here on We Love Rare Grooves. I want to welcome our listening audience all over the globe for joining us for another evening as we bring you the magic of the music and the music of the magic here on We Love Rare Grooves. I'm your host, C. Mose. We're broadcasting live from the studios of Hollywood, California on the UBN Radio Network. That's ubnradio.com, Channel 1. Or also tune in right now as we're on Facebook Live, joining us for another great evening of legendary music. We got some great guests again for you here on We Love Rare Grooves. Man, I'm excited. We say this every Monday night, but we really excited because you LA natives. This is it right here.
Yeah.
What's the kind of equivalent to Motown right here? Here on the West Coast tonight, we're gonna give you that musical history, right? But as I say every Monday night, I can't do the show without my cast and crew. Starting off with the world famous DJ DeVoe. What you say, man?
Hey, I want to say happy Monday, and our guests. I need to write some checks to them. You know, I've been playing music for years. So, but yeah, I'm excited about our guest tonight, and I got a friend of mine, Shady, in the building. So
this is like when your dad was in rare form, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, we have connections, long time connections going back to
So
Sonar.
You got the mix going on tonight then.
Yeah.
All right. And then DJ Reg, you got the history, man.
A little bit, just a little bit.
You got a little bit. You got a little surprise video.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We got a little montage going on. You should enjoy. And also, I concur. I gotta add, some checks.
You got some checks too.
Receipts.
You got to give us some receipts. Okay.
Receipts.
Why y'all wait till the bank closed?
Hey, that's what we do.
Here on We Love Rare Grooves, right?
Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday indeed. And then we got the producer extraordinaire, Mr. Greg New York Sneed. What's happening, Greg?
Yeah. Brooklyn's in the house.
But it ain't about Brooklyn tonight, is it? Huh?
No, it's about New York City.
Don't take it away. It's on the left coast tonight. It's on the left coast tonight.
And I'll write you a check too, but it ain't gonna clear.
All right, my good man. So we ready to go ahead and get it done as we do here, and then we can't do the show without beautifying the studio with the lovely and talented co-host, Miss Shantani Irene.
Hey.
Hey.
Man, for life, y'all.
What's going on, Miss Irene?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
No, it's going on with you. You got something coming up, right? No? Sure.
No, but you have something coming up.
All the time.
Tomorrow, particularly, you have something coming up.
Well, y'all, we'll take care of that tomorrow. But tonight, we got something.
You're not going to be here tomorrow.
No, but we still got to wish a happy birthday.
Yes, to the main MVP.
That's right.
The one who really allows you out of the house and gives you these special privileges that you have.
Support me in this.
Hall pass. Gives them hall passes and stuff.
Yes.
Potty training ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she always takes care of DeVoe. Always make sure DeVoe is working.
Yeah.
My lovely and beautiful wife, Faye. She's
happy
The real MVP. Happy birthday, Faye. We love you.
My wife, 20. She got her old man. She just 20 today. That's right. I'm rocking the cradle, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to you, baby. Love you, as we do here on We Love Rare Grooves. So tonight, man, we're excited for another entertaining show for you all, and we're going to give y'all some musical history. If you didn't know, you're going to know after tonight, because we got some very talented singers, songwriters, and musicians, and they did a major contribution to what has become known all over the world as the sound of Los Angeles. As the architect, along with the producer himself, Leon Sylvers, they became the solar sound, and they influenced R&B music in the late 70s and 80s, and was well written and recorded by not only then Dick Gregory of Solar Records.
Griffey.
Dick Griffey.
But he knew Dick Gregory though.
I know, but
I was like, he was out there recording music. Dick Gregory. Let me find out.
You know when
Comedy
when
album.
he was doing something earlier, and I was talking about something with Dick Gregory, and it just stuck. So, but we're talking about Dick
Rest in
Griffey.
peace,
That's right.
Greg. He didn't mean nothing. He didn't mean nothing.
And man, they were the sounds behind a lot of the hits from the Whispers, Shalimar,
Yes.
Carrie Lucas,
Yes.
and a host others. Man, they had songs like This Kind of Lovin'. Remember that?
Yeah.
Emergency, Make It Good.
Oh yeah.
And then that was by the Whispers. Then you know about Take Me to the Bank,
Yes.
Right.
Rock It in the Socket,
Yes.
Make That Move, Come On, Find Time for Love. All that from Shalimar himself, Shalimar. So also, man, they were what we would consider the Motown, the Funk Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I say they were what was the Solar Records. That's right,
We
Dynasty.
we call ourselves the
Throwdown
Throwdown Brothers.
The Throwdown Brothers. See, they had a name I wasn't even well of.
Steve Shockley from Lakeside came
Right.
up with that.
Did he?
Lakeside. All
Okay.
right.
We're going to reach out. We're going to reach out. That's great,
I wish
man.
he would call.
Okay. All right. We're going to see what we can do tonight. And they recorded major performance from the Whispers, and we already said Shalimar, and they were also part of with Leon Sylvers. And so they had some great music, and still continue on with samples from Angie Stone, Camp L.O. We're going to go over that. And then he had a recording hit with the motion picture Bring It On with a group called Black, and we'll get into that. But again, award-winning songwriter with top honors from ASCII, Billboard, Certified Gold Records, and just to mention it, we got the original members here of Dynasty. We got Miss Nidra Baird and Mr. Kevin Spencer. That's right, from Dynasty, man.
Hey.
I'm just a freak trying to say that, man.
Told you.
So thank you so much for joining us this evening in the Groove Studios. This is a true honor, man. And
It's an honor to be here, too.
man, we just want you guys to give it to them tonight, tell the story. We're going to play the music behind it, man. We're going to have great fun here, man, with Dynasty. Because you hear that in the background right now. Did you think this song would be sampled the way it was?
Had no idea.
Had no-
And I got in trouble when I wrote this song. The music to this, I did this when I was going to LACC. I was in the music department.
Right.
And I was in my theory harmony class, and everybody had a piano in front of them, and so I was supposed to be doing that day's lesson.
Right.
So we had headphones on at the piano, and the professor could hear what each person was doing, monitoring what they were playing. I was doing this. And the other
At
rest of the
LACC, huh?
LACC.
and he cut in on me and put me on Front Street in front of the class. He said, "Mr. Spencer, that does not sound like today's lesson." He said, he said, "What the heck are you playing?" And I couldn't answer him.
My next hit.
And I didn't even know. And so then he just said, "It sounds nice. Do that on your own time." And I was like, so I went straight from out of class. I went to Leon and told him, I said, "Man, look, I was doing this in class. I got busted out though while I was doing it." And Howard Hewitt was in that class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had the harmony class together, and it was just before he got with the Shalimar.
Wow.
So he and I had the harmony class together, and he was going, "Spencer," he said, "Man, we put you all out there on Front Street, man. What the heck was you doing?" And I was about to tell him, man, I was doing this. I had to wait a year before I could show him this is what I was in trouble for.
Man.
A major hit, huh?
And who would have thunk it, you know? Who would have thunk
Certainly
it?
not me.
Now, both of you all LA natives?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. Oh,
The murder capital.
There we go.
The ex-murder.
The best two cities, LA and Detroit. What can you say?
All right, so we're going to go ladies first. So how did you come about to the West Coast? Your story.
Well, Linda, Carriere, and I we were in two groups from John Daniels on Crenshaw Boulevard. He had
Maverick.
a club
Maverick's
called
Flat.
Maverick's Flat.
Average flag, yeah.
What is
and
it? Blanc to Blanc?
De
De Blanc. Okay.
The leader was Ralph DeBlanc, and it had 8 guys and 4 girls, and we.
That's a big group.
Yeah,
12
we were a
people.
big group. We represented the United States of America, and we went all over the world. And then Ralph DeBlanc fell in love with a countess when we were in Europe.
Uh-oh.
And,
Wow.
well, she fell in love with him, and so then he got out the group, and then John brought us back to America.
What did she say to him, Nigel?
And John brought us back to America, and then
I pay
he
you tonight.
restructured the group with just the girls
Okay.
and called us Starfire.
Right.
And so then we went back to Europe, and he just had us on the road, just going from country to country. We just wanted to come home, and finally we had a revolution.
But what a great experience, though.
Yeah.
Traveling all over the world. Did you guys record any music?
Yeah, we did. We did record music under Mavericks International Records.
Is that what it? Man, you know what? I was searching and I couldn't find it, but we're going to get it, though.
Now, what was your musical education growing up? Were you in school in theory like he was? Or?
Well, I grew up in church, and
What church did you belong to in Detroit?
University Seventh-day Adventist Church.
You know that
Okay.
church?
On
Is that
Santa
what it?
Barbara. Well,
On the
Martin Luther
corner.
King, yeah.
Yeah.
You know where that church is, Shantini?
No.
Oh, they don't give.
And,
Do they get the numbers there?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
And I went to Loma Linda University and studied violin. And then I came, after I was in DeBlanc and Starfire, 3 days after I came back to America, I was really happy and just dancing and happy. I went to Speakeasy Club. And then after that, my girlfriend said, "You want to go to this after party?" I said, "Yeah." So I went to the after party. I was just dancing. Because in Europe, people just get up and dance. You don't have to wait for a guy to ask you to dance. Guys dance with guys and girls dance with girls. So I was just dancing at the party. And they thought I was giving a party. And then Leon walked in.
What?
And then it was just
I didn't know
a musical
The rest is history.
journey from then on.
You
Yeah.
skipping over some stuff.
You're leaving out details.
Leon walked in, and then what, Nidra? What?
And then,
Nothing? Y'all didn't say nothing to each other?
No, we
okay.
Right,
I
danced together.
Right, y'all
I
danced
just
together.
want no dance.
They danced all right.
Leon don't even know how to ask nobody to dance. There's more to this, y'all. I'm telling you right now. I know him. I know her. He's shy. I don't know how he even started talking to you.
Now, before you were at LACC, how did you first get into music?
Oh, wow. Okay, so basically I was born, my mom sings and she plays. And I was born into a Pentecostal church. I was raised in
the sanctified church.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apostolic.
Which one?
Apostolic faith.
True Vine?
No, not True
that
Vine.
one. Bethlehem Temple Apostolic.
Okay.
And the home church on Adams.
Oh, Bethlehem Temple. Oh, I
Yeah.
know, but my hairdresser used to go there. Yeah,
Okay,
they're very
well,
sanctified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's where. So that means I couldn't play no monkey music in
That's
the house.
right.
You know, so for me to be playing and writing R&B was really like, I don't, because every time my father would sneak in like, "Who's making love to your old lady?" He tried to slide that to me and say, "Play, son, play that while your mama ain't paying up." I put that. I put that on. My mother went off from way down in the another bit. She said, "Get it up off the record. Get it up off the record player now. That monkey music. We ain't gonna have that in this house. That's not nothing about Jesus." I'm not trying to find out about Jesus. I'm trying to find out something else. We had a piano in the house. So during the period, basically what it was there was music in the house, and she played. But I had to sing her songs like "Yeah, Jesus Loves Me" and stuff. She started having me, at church. They go, "Now we're gonna have Master Kevin Spencer come up and do a song for us," and that would be the song. And then my mother came up with putting me on the stage, put me in front of the congregation, and I had a ventriloquist dummy, and then
Oh my God!
So then I went to the library and got like the books on,
right?
And all I did was practice. And then the next time, every Easter and Christmas, Kevin Spencer come up and he's gonna do a presentation, and I was doing that. So I was getting accustomed to what I'm saying is
performing.
Being,
right.
Okay, yeah. So and I would do a song too. The dummy, I put him down and I sing a song. So it's sitting up. He still got his mouth open because he had a rubber band in where you pull the string in his mouth. So now his mouth is just open all the time because the rubber band broke, and now he just always looks surprised.
Hey, we're gonna continue the story,
God.
but we got a caller real early, so we don't want to lose our callers because sometimes we keep them on for like an hour.
That could be somebody that knows us.
Oh, watch out!
Really
now.
know you?
Go ahead, Sean. Welcome our caller.
Thank you for calling We Love Rare Grooves. You're live on the air. Who do we have on the line?
Hey, this is Wardell Pot.
Oh,
Hey,
man. We don't know you. Why you even call up here? Where you hear about this at? Hey, Wardy.
That's because I love you guys.
Oh, man. I think I love you too now. I had to hear you say it.
Hey, thanks for having these guys on. It's so great to see my bandmates.
Oh, you looking at us too?
label mates.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
watching you. We're on TV,
You
man.
live on air?
Facebook Live, yeah.
I don't mind if everybody else watch, but not Wardell.
So Wardell was a member with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
That's him on that record playing right now.
That's
That's him back there doing that
Okay. All right,
that
Wardell.
drumming.
Well, sorry you couldn't make it in the studio with us though, but man,
He's in another state.
But thank
Is
you
it
so
another
much for
state?
calling.
I moved to Texas, man, but I'm from Philly, by the way.
you
Oh,
from
that's
Philly?
one of your people, Pittsburgh.
No,
Pennsylvania,
Philly. No,
same
Philly.
state.
It
No,
doesn't
don't
count.
matter?
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What do you say about that, Wardell? Doesn't count.
He just mad his Steelers wasn't doing nothing, Wardell.
They
That's all
both
it
start
is.
with P's, though.
Right.
Congratulations on your Super Bowl champ. When you're in town, man, come on through the show, man.
You didn't.
Yeah, so I can get it. I want to get one of those microphones I heard about.
Okay. Right. Appreciate that, Wardell. It's like supposed to be some puns. But we're going to continue the show, man. Let us continue the show, man, and we'll be in touch with you, okay?
All right, much love, guys.
Much
Love
love,
to your wife,
Wardell.
Gayla.
All right, bye-bye.
Y'all want me to take another caller?
We have
Yeah,
another
we
one.
got to.
They're
Do it.
popular.
Wow.
What are you going to do?
Welcome to We Love Rare Grooves. Who do we have on the line?
This is DJ Old School.
DJ Old School. Welcome to the show, DJ Old School. What's happening?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing
Good.
great, man.
Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question for Mr. Kevin Spencer.
Hey now, DJ Old School. What's up, man? Go ahead. Hit me with it.
Do you know what it is, DJ Mr. Kevin?
Everybody looking at me, looking with this stupid look on my face. Yeah, I remember you.
You remember me?
He said he did.
Wait, hold it. Tell me your real name. Just tell me your real name. I probably know you by your real name.
Yeah.
No, you don't think I
I'm your
would?
little brother, man.
Oh, man, I said your real name. Little brother is what I know you by. I don't know you by DJ Old School. I know little brother. Man, come on, man. Hey, what's up, Larry? What's up, Larry?
What's happening, man? What's happening? How you guys doing? I like this, man.
You do? Man.
Well, thank you for
man.
watching.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, then. Well, then, shoot, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah, cause I'm at to start requesting some Dynasty music.
All right, man. We'll continue to watch us tonight and listen. We get ready to put it down, man, with all Dynasty music and some things you might be surprised of, man. So stay tuned in tonight, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you,
Thanks
man.
for calling, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
As we continue here,
Well, they
on,
calling out the woodworks,
I
huh?
know.
Y'all
Continue
bringing
here
them out tonight.
on We Love Rare Grooves, we want to thank our sponsors every week there. Beverly Boys Video Production, the
Beverly
go-to
Boys.
guys for all your video production needs. Wings Limousine, where you?
Ride like a star.
Wings Limousine, where you?
Ride like a star.
Yeah.
Sonny Jones. Sonny Jones.
Oh, yeah,
the
Sonny.
Village. And also, hey, and give a little love to Hanley Entertainment for help making this happen tonight here
Yes.
on We Love Rare Grooves. So as we
Yes, sir.
continue, man, what we got here, DJs? What we gonna do for Dynasty tonight?
Check us out.
Yeah, we're going to get it in.
We got something getting in. We can ready to start this. We got a video?
You got a video? You want the video, man?
Yeah, let's do it. We got the video. Man,
Okay,
check this out.
Start the video. Start it out.
Hit it.
Give us a call.
Hit it. Bust the move.
Satisfied My name's Dave Patterson. I'm a Seattle area videographer. I've been working with Beverly Boy Productions for over 2 years, and I can say they are great to work with. They've always provided me with the information I need so that when I show up on set, I can shoot exactly what's necessary to tell the story the client is trying to tell. Call sheets that include the who, what, why, where, when of the video shoot, production notes, gear requirements, crew requirements, load-in time, all that. Makes my job a lot easier, and ultimately it produces the results that the client's going to be happy with. This is what a professional company like Beverly Boy Productions does, and also it's one of the reasons why I really enjoy working with them. It's a bit of a family vibe. They're very low-key, low-pressure, but they're very professional at the same time, and they get the results, and that's ultimately what matters most. I'm proud to be a shooter for Beverly Boy Productions, and if you're looking for a company to produce your next video production, by all means, give them a call. They can handle any sort of scale project, from a single-person interview to a large production with multiple cameras and large crews. You won't be disappointed with the results. Give them a call.
Give them a call. Beverly Boys Video Productions.
As you should.
1-800-385-1243. That's right. To get all your video production needs from LA, Miami, New York, and London here on Beverly Boys Video Productions, the go-to guys for all your video production needs. Isn't that right, gang?
You got it.
Yes. Are you having a moment, a flashback?
That's a jam right there.
You having a flashback?
Oh, yeah. You know I'm listening to that right
This one right here always gets the party started.
Which one of their songs, DeVoe, did you put on that you was like a short to, besides this one that you knew was?
Make that move. Take your time. Do it right.
That's SOS.
Yeah, but she wrote that.
Schooled you.
Get out of here.
You learn something new every day.
Nigel,
Get out of here.
You wrote that song?
Tell me what you just said, Nigel.
Come on, Nigel. This is all about y'all. Come on, what you say. Don't be over there keeping it to yourself.
Oh, she's funny.
So
did you not get the receipts for it?
No, it's not that. It's just that we were just
messing around.
No. It was just every day was music. Every day, everything was music. Everything we did was music. And just every day I'd say, Leon, it's Christmas. He said, I don't care if it's Christmas. We got to do this. We got to do this.
Yep.
And everything was a song. Our whole backdrop of life was a song.
But imagine the success from it now.
Yeah.
You know, this is...
I understand now, but I didn't understand why we had to do it every day. Why we had to practice every day.
Because he had to. That was really his personal problem.
Yeah.
So we started off with some videos, man.
Yeah.
And we were talking, that's before videos were popular. That's before Donnie Simpson and Video Soul.
Right.
So give us the backstage of Solar, and we talked about Dick Griffey and Don Cornelius.
Okay. Well, with the videos, the only way that first of all, what happened was after we did Your Piece of the Rock, that first LP, with I was behind the keyboard. So I was a piano player, and I was content back there. And then some kind of way, Dick Griffey and Leon came in one day and told me, Kevin, you fixing to come up with the girls up in the front. And I was going, I don't want to come up to the front with the girls. And they said, because now you'll be the front, you like come up, because it was the ladies up front. And I was going, I don't think I belong up there between two beautiful girls, really. And I had to dance too. I mean, I could dance just, like we all do.
Two-step,
right? Doing choreography, So that's when we started sweating, because we'd be all of us were up there doing this learning all this choreography. And Jaime Rogers was the person that Dick. But that was Dick and Leon did. Dick.
So who was doing some choreography on those steps we seen?
My sister.
No.
My sister, Don Johnson.
Yeah, on some she did.
Jaime Rogers did 2 songs.
Right.
And then my sister did the rest.
No,
because we didn't
She
have
was
that
12
many
at the time.
How she know about?
Because she was young and she knew the steps.
She was hanging around the studio every day.
Well, she knew what was popular.
She was hanging with me.
Yeah.
She was.
Okay.
So I wanted to give a shout out to her. I'm yet to pay her, but I will.
She's still doing steps?
Waiting for her receipts too. Like
she's still doing steps?
Yeah, she still knows how to dance, but
she
she
got
has
a daughter too now, don't she? Well,
she has a
then
daughter.
we need to ask her about some new steps.
So who did you guys' wardrobe and your appearance? Who decided?
Different people. Ooh.
Well, who
Some
did
of that
this
stuff.
to
Wait
me?
a minute.
What?
Wasn't that you?
What?
Didn't y'all come up with them? We went and got them white pants. It was a real tight, skin tight, and then went and got them.
Yeah.
That was you and
Yeah, we
Leon
was putting
and the
things
gold
together.
boots.
That's what had you with them gold. You still got them gold boots.
Sprayed them.
Y'all sprayed them.
Yeah, we
They was
Spray
white.
painted them on the bathroom floor in the place where we was taking the. Lord
Doing the
Jesus.
Oh, so
Bro.
you had the white boots and you spray painted them gold? Oh, that's tight.
Or they might have been black.
Whatever, because they was brown or
Yeah.
something. But anyway, gold spray paint. That's when I found out why. Oh, this is what the Sylvers used to do. How come they always had
Paint
silver
shoes, huh?
shoes? They was getting silver spray paint, spray paint and everything silver. I said, oh man, I thought they bought it like that.
Or have boot covers.
But tell me this: how did you get introduced to solo? How did you? Because
That was because Leon. What happened was.
How did you meet Leon?
Okay, I'll try to condense it because it's
Okay,
a really
right,
interesting
right.
story. What happened was, I was. It started when I went to Ladera Park one day, and so what happened was when I was up there, I saw this chocolate girl up there, and she had a little banana yellow baby with her. And come to find out,
Banana
Banana yellow.
Banana's about the closest thing.
But
to
go ahead, do your
because she wasn't lemon cake. She was banana. So anyway, she turned out to be Nancy Wilson's baby sister.
Oh,
Okay.
Which one? The dark one or the yellow baby?
Yeah, Karen.
Oh, okay.
The baby was Nancy's daughter. Come to find out,
Oh,
her infant daughter.
Okay.
But what happened was we locked eyes, and I guess I was awfully cute to her for her to give me a number that, like, I was trying to figure out what the prefix is for what kind of black folks live up in this, where this number began.
Right.
They that was Palos Verdes is where they live. That's why I had never seen that number before. I'm from South Central. But I went up there for my birthday, June the 30th, and I was turning 21, and Nancy Wilson's sister was 16. That was like jailbait, but she was so fine, and then, she didn't act 16. She didn't do nothing like a 16.
That's what you're going to tell the law, huh?
That's what they might agree with me if they would have seen her.
As you condense.
So then, what happened was she showed me where the
Great
Sylvers.
story.
Thank you. And she showed me where the Sylvers lived on a corner lot. You know what I'm saying? On the day that for my birthday, we rode around up there, and so I remember where it was. So I kept going back. After that summer, I kept riding back up there to try, because I said I'm gonna go to that house one day. So then I started just passing by to see where the Sylvers live. And so 2 times I went, just knocked on the door. I'm a stranger. They don't know me from
Right.
And they weren't home. But the maid was there. The housekeeper was there. And so when I went twice, I realized I'll never know when they home because they were on the road all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So then the 3rd time I went, it was because I got woke up by a beam of light in my room. They hit me in the eye. That was God. I to this day I say that was spiritual because I woke up and then I heard a voice gently say, "This is the day." And that's all it said. And I jumped in my old van, went up there, drove all the way up there, and they were home. So look, they told me to go away. That they had a bass player, that they didn't need one. I told them my name was Kevin, I'm a bass player. I came to audition. I heard y'all need a bass player. That was a lie.
Right.
And so he said, okay, yeah, well, we got a bass player. We don't need one. Slide your number up through the mail slide.
Right.
And we'll pass it along. And I stuck my foot out in the doorway when he was closing it. And he said, hey, Keith, man, we're going to have a problem if you don't get your foot out the door. I said, it's Kevin. And I'm sorry that I did that. And so he told me to come back in 2 hours and maybe he would audition me. And so that basically, I spent those 2 hours at Nancy Wilson's. She was home that day and she invited me into her home, fixed me lunch, played pool, kicked my butt. And then she sent me on back to the Sylvers house because I told her I had an audition. And I came in and they loved, but Leon wasn't there. He didn't live there. He lived with Nidra somewhere else. I didn't know that.
She like telling everything?
or else it ain't worth it. And so then, I ain't told it all though, please. So when I went back, what they said was that they were interested in me and that leave me your number, and we'll get back with you. and plus Leon was gonna have to listen to me play too. But it's a part 2 to this Cold-Blooded, which I can condense it too because I jumped over a lot. But what happened was they didn't call me, and I was so mad because I didn't get a call because Ricky Smith, the Freeze from Dynasty, he wasn't in Dynasty yet. He was just my friend. He said, "Hey man, guess what, man? I heard that Wesley Nelson, another boy that lived in the neighborhood that played bass, he playing with the Sylvers." And I said, "What? I'm better than Wesley. What are you doing, Wesley Nelson playing?" So I heard that the Sylvers were going to be at Don Kirshner's rock. So I went up there to the 9000 building and got me 2 tickets for 2 weeks in advance. You had to get the tickets. I went up there. So then 2 weeks went by real quick. Went up there, and so I went up, and it was I remember it was the Ohio Players and the Sylvers were on the show that day. So I found a stage hand and said, "Hey man, where the Sylvers be dressing at? Where is that at?" And so he said, so one of the white boys just pointed. He said, "Oh yeah, it's over there." So So I went over there, and there was a security guard standing there, and you know what I'm saying, a blue suit, and he was a redneck. I found that out. I was just gonna walk by and just lift up on going back there. He said, "Well, where the hell do you think you're going?" I said, "I'm going to see the Sylvers. They expect me to get your narrow ass back on the other side." He said, "Don't try a stunt like that. You can't go back there without one of these." And he had the backstage pass. I don't know nothing about backstage passes, y'all. So he told me if he saw me back there trying to pull a prank like that again, he would have me personally removed from the lot. And I came all this long ways to find out, so I had tears in my eyes. And I'm walking away, and you know how when you get to tear everything out of focus, and I seen a crowd of people with one individual in the middle of it, and they were all following this one person in the middle. I said, "Man, who is that?" And they were all cheering and stuff. Turned out the person that I was on the head-on collision with was Billy Preston.
Wow.
Billy Preston, and I on a head-on collision. I'm wiping tears from my eyes so I could really see, is that him? And so when we got closer, all of a sudden he looked at me, and I looked at him. And he said, hey, young brother. He said, "You look like a nice, young, strong brother." He said, "I need a bodyguard." And he grabbed me by my arm. He said, "Come on, you going with me?" And I'm going, "Mr. Preston," he said, "Hey," he said, "You know where I'm going?" He said, "I just love them Sylvers, man." He said, I just took a break from doing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Band because that's what they were shooting on the Fox lot. He said, so he grabbed me by the arm. He said, "I'm going to see the Sylvers, and you going with me?" And I said, "Mr. Preston," he said, "It's Billy, baby, Billy." I said, "They just chased me off from there and told me don't go back there, or they have me." He said, "Oh yeah, that ain't happening. Watch this." He walked me straight back to the same guard. Took me back there, and that's when I met Leon. I tried to make it as short as I could,
but that's
that's the
you
real
had been
deal.
stalking him? Did he know you had been stalking him all the time? Did you eventually tell him?
Did y'all connect after that, though?
Yeah.
That's the first time he ever saw me, and then that's when they got my phone number again to be able to call me so that Leon could hear me play and beat me. But once that happened, I didn't know. Like Leon, he know a lot of people. He's been on television and famous since he was a kid.
Right.
He don't have to like me. I'm just another kid from South Central that kept coming to his house that he heard wanted to audition. Right. That's all I was. But once he met me, what happened was we were on the bus because I got the job.
Right.
Finally got the job. So we were on tour, opening up for Tom Jones. And so
y'all opened up for Tom Jones?
Yep.
Dynasty.
We did the Sylvers.
Okay.
Yes. But Nigel was there.
Right.
Because she was his girlfriend. Leon's girlfriend. So she went on the tour.
Yeah, remember he informed us they were shacking up.
Yeah, you got good memory. That's right, baby. So what happened was Nidra was on the tour with us, and so I didn't know that she had all this experience and background.
Right.
I'm just glad to be the bass player because I was a bass player, not even a keyboard player back then. But I had a tape of me that I was singing. I had 2 songs, and I was singing and playing everything on them. And so Leon was looking for tapes, because he always was listening to music. So he said, somebody, he couldn't find the tape he wanted. And I said, Leon, I got a tape right here that I did. He said, "Oh, yeah, put this shit on." He was like, "Yeah, you got a tape." Okay, yeah, let me hear it. Like he was nothing on a bass player. And so I put it in, and he was listening to it, and the next thing he said, he started moving his head to it. He said, whose groove is this? And I said, I wrote it. He said, you did? He said, but who playing the keyboards? I said, I am. And you playing the bass? I am. Who's singing lead on it? I am. Damn. He said, roll it back again.
And that's
then
history,
after that,
bro.
he said, when I get, and so I played the other one for him too, but by that time he said, when you get back to LA, I want to get with you because I'm getting with this dude, Dick Griffey. He's a promoter. He got a label he just started. He said, I want us to start writing together. And so, because he said, I'm going to be a producer. Now, I didn't even know what a producer was, bro. So I was going, yeah, whatever. And so that's when he kept his promise. When we got back, Leon called me because guess what happened? He got fired. He got fired from the Sylvers. I was the one who took. I was part of the reason that he found out when he did about getting fired. He got voted out of the Sylvers. That was the last tour that Leon did with him, and I overheard his brother. I ain't gonna say which two,
right?
But they were saying, yeah, room 103, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it was, we gonna meet. But I didn't. So that's the Sylvers having a meeting,
right?
And I worked for him. Whatever one Sylver was supposed to be meeting, I'm sure that it's going to be a group meeting, and so they disappeared, and it was Leon walking around by himself, maybe with Nidra. I don't know if she were Nidra in the room, maybe waiting for him.
In the room waiting for him.
Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying,
right? We got you.
Okay,
I work.
but that's how he found out that he was fired, was because he came on the bus and seen me on the bus by myself. He said, where's everybody at, Kev? I said, they in the meeting. He said, who's in the meeting?
That ain't funny,
I said,
though.
the rest of your family. He said, oh yeah, where? And I said, 103. She went in and walked in on the middle of the meeting, voting him out, and I was the person that told him where it was. So I thought I was going home. I thought I was fired, y'all.
Instead, you started out being the.
That's how come I had time to get with him to write songs, because I did get fired, but not because of that. I got fired because after he left the Sylvers, he told them that, and I'm taking the bass player with me. And I didn't know that. I thought I still had a job. The Sylvers left and went to New Zealand, and they didn't take me. And the only reason I knew was because one of the other guys in the group that did go, he said, man, they said don't tell you, man, that we had a gig we was doing in New Zealand. I said, I wonder why everybody was like acting like, damn, I had bad breath over the phone. Like, they don't even answer the phone for me. Golly, is it that bad?
So that's how we started out with the.
That's when we did Take That to the Bank.
Okay.
So I brought you a long way as fast as I could.
The reason why Leon got out the Sylvers is because he grew up.
Yeah.
He started growing a beard, growing a mustache, and he was the oldest. And so the younger kids were doing things, and he was like the leader of the group, like the father figure of the group.
They got tired.
Like Joe Jackson.
And then the girls were growing up, and they were, they're grown now. They could smoke a cigarette if they want to, but Leon was like, no. Everything was image.
Weed, right, Kevin?
And so then they was like, challenging him. The brothers were challenging him. I don't have to do what you say.
Yeah, they had a fight too. I got to tell you.
We're going to come back after that.
And, so that's why.
But we're going to go ahead with Dynasty. Okay. We're going to do some.
But that is how
that's how I got started there with the solo in the background.
So Nidra and I go all the way back to the beginning.
Yes, she does. Nidra.
I didn't know she could sing. She used to get on my nerves. Only because she would be saying, are we in the next town yet? Nidra, no, it's 200 miles. You can't go 200 miles in 5 minutes. Stop asking me that.
All right.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we there?
All right, let's give it. We got a call. All right, let's take a call. Who do we have on the line? Thanks for holding for We Love Rare Grooves. Who do we have?
Go.
Hi.
Hi.
Kevin.
Who is that?
Hi. Kevin, you know what this is?
It sounds like my sister. It ain't. Okay.
It sound like who?
His sister.
It sound like who?
His sister.
Stop saying. I don't know.
Who do we
Who
have
is
on
it?
the-
It's Nancy
Well,
Wilson's
It's
little
your
sister.
sister.
Oh,
Yes.
damn! I thought so, man. Come on, why you say it sound like who
Hi,
three times?
baby.
I used to insist. I love you. I'm sorry I ain't been.
I
no-
love you too. How are you?
I'm fine. You have to. I have to come see about you. We go and
Oh,
do
you
something.
do really?
Yeah.
I've been on the phone for about 2 hours with your long-winded self.
Oh,
You
Hey,
just-
he had to tell it. We documenting this.
I'm gonna check
wonderful
myself.
story.
I'm waiting on my book.
Oh yeah, I'm writing a book too, y'all. They
Okay.
have some of this stuff in it.
All right, well, we're going to get to that.
All right.
We're
Thank you, sis, for calling
Thank you
and
so
checking
much
on
for
me.
thank
calling.
you so
Love
much
you.
for calling.
We appreciate you.
Letitia
I'm so
Spencer.
glad. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you.
We'll continue to listen to
Thank
the
you.
show. We got some surprises, so continue to listen tonight.
All
Thank
right.
you. As we continue on.
All right, we will.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay. Bye.
We got one more caller before we go into the next one. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling We Love Red Grooves. Who do you have on the line?
This is Fawn Green calling from Riverside, California.
Riverside.
Well, hello, Riverside. Do you have a question for our guest?
Yes. How long have you been doing music, Kevin Spencer?
Let's see. Let me see. I think I must have started around when my mother started having me stand up in church and do them little songs like "Yes, Jesus Loves Me." Yeah,
With the ventriloquist.
that was yeah. So I'd say when she was doing that, and I liked music, and I liked to hear her play and stuff, and then I started trying to emulate her. But she was the player, and then she just had me sing. So I'd say like around 4, when she started having me do it in church.
So
But
5 decades.
We'll say, okay, there you go. That's good. That's good. That's good. You the closest. That's right. You had better than me.
Thank you. Is that any others? Who did we have again? I forgot.
Any other questions?
That must have been the main
Yes.
question.
How many instruments have you played in your lifetime?
Oh, let's see. I was up to 3 drums, a bass guitar, and keyboards, and then I tried. Oh yeah, okay, percussion. Yeah, that does count. Okay,
there you go.
And so we're up to 4, and I tried to play the trombone. I almost blew my head off.
So before we let you go, what's your favorite song by Dynasty?
For her? Or
Yeah, for
me?
her.
Okay, fine. What's your favorite song?
Make that move right now, baby.
Actually, okay,
Shalimar.
that's written by a Dynasty member.
Right.
She sang that song too. She didn't even say it. She sang it.
You serious about it? Okay, maybe they'll play it after that.
Right.
You
We
deserve
got you.
something.
Thank you so much for calling. Please continue to enjoy the show. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day. You're welcome.
Have a blessed day.
I mean, that was a
Rip it.
fantastic story. You only gonna get it on We Love Rare Grooves.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to Nancy Wilson's younger sister. Did y'all ever
We're
hit it
gonna come
off?
back to that.
Oh, he said they did hit it off.
Only that one night.
So, hey, real quick,
And I was turned out.
We got some more.
Oh, 16-year-old.
We got some more music to go to.
They wrote a long song like
we
that. Here it go.
I wrote a song about
And we got the new show. I know the news. What
Yes.
we got going on, Kevin and Nidra? We got a new segment to the
We've
show.
got a new segment brought to you by
Drove
Custom Stogies.
Right, custom stogie.
And a stogie is
A cigar.
Man,
A cigar. Of course I know what that
They
is.
get the finer things in life there, finer threads, the smokes, good conversations, and all in a no-frill atmosphere. They're located 1332 North La Brea Avenue. So go buy Drove Stogies today.
They got
in
men up
Inglewood.
there. I might have
They
to
got
find
men.
mine.
They
Yeah,
got
they do.
women smoking stogies. You gonna go up there and smoke
I
some
might
stogies?
find some cat days. I don't smoke Stogies.
You find some cat days.
No, I
Okay.
just go up there and look.
So
but
who's
we
the
had
new
a
song?
president
Who's
that used them for other things.
Right.
Oh, goodness
So
gracious.
who's our new song
We
by?
tried to
real
leave that
quick?
in history. So the new song brought
showcase.
to you by well, this is our new segment in the show called New Artist Showcase.
The people that's been on the show.
And so we highlight our alumni artists who have been on the show, past and present, who have new music out. We always love to continue to support them. And so this new song, songwriting maestro and house producer Isa collaborating with legendary vocalist songwriter Thea Austin on what might be the coolest groove of the year so far, Sweet. Sweet is a blissful showcase for deep and soulful house down properly. Playful piano keys fused with a rolling groove of bass line, funky guitar licks, And of course, Thea's Austin limitable vocals that transport you to a sun-kissed paradise. This EP is packed with 6 fantastic mixes for the house heads, delivered just in time by this summer's freshest production talent. It includes remixes from Isa, Soul Drifter, Calvin, Willow Man, and Thea Austin. Thea Therese Austin is a multi-platinum American female dance house singer, songwriter, composer from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. No wonder she made the list tonight.
Well, no, she's been on the show twice.
Well, I know that, but of course, but she has numerous chart hits from around the world, including over 10 Billboard Top 100 pop and dance charts. Topped off by the global smash Rhythm is a Dancer. I used to love that song, which she co-wrote and sang for Snap. She tours constantly, and outside of music, she is a staunch global advocate for HIV/AIDS prevention, treatment, and a cure, as well as global women's health. So this is Thea Austin's new dance house hit, Sweet.
All right, so we coming right back. Welcome back to We Love Rare Grooves, man. So right now,
we be stroking.
Y'all was
now. I be stroking.
Now listen. Were you surprised when this song was picked up?
Yeah.
For the sample, we can ready to go through.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was,
right.
Somebody had to call me and tell me.
Get your receipt?
Because you wrote this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I wrote it with Ricky Smith and Richard Randolph, whose birthday it is. Happy birthday, Richard Randolph.
Way to go there.
So many Leos.
The guitar player for Dynasty, one of our guitar players. And Ricky Free Smith is the one who... But anyway, yes, I was surprised. But the only thing I did know was it was the first time that when I came in with those chords that you keep hearing in this part, that was the part that I wrote. That Leon brought in Benjamin Wright.
Oh, I know Ben Wright.
Right.
Okay. Excellent producer.
Benjamin Wright,
yes.
Is he still around?
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes to the church next door to my where I live.
And
Lake Terrace Baptist Church.
So
I've worked with. We've worked with.
So she knows Ben Wright, but Ben Wright was the one who was writing all them cold-blooded
Yeah,
horn and string arrangements for Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yes.
And so when he heard this, he came up to the Studio Masters where we were recording this stuff on Beverly Boulevard, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so when he was there to receive his copy of the track, so he could write the string arrangement, he called me on the way out. He said, "You Kevin Spencer?" He said, "You one of the young men that wrote this?" He said, "Man, this show is refreshing to hear young brothers playing like this here, because the music was starting to change.
Right. This is still refreshing right now."
Yeah, and so he said, "Wait until you hear what I'll do this the next time to this." He said, "You gonna be surprised, youngster," because I was a kid.
Right. Smoking weed, I know.
Yeah, trying to.
Right.
Anyway, choking mostly.
Did you ever go back to that professor once that song hit and play it for him?
Do you know he ended up dying before
it got a hit?
Yeah, because he was riding a they had those mopeds.
Yes.
And his professor, Alfhauser was his name. Norman Beavers knew him too from the Lakeside. He was Norman Beavers' a harmony and theory teacher. But Mr. Alsizer, Robert Alsizer, LACC, he was riding a moped to work to school, and a truck turned and it killed him. And so, so he never got to hear it.
He never got to
hear
see
it.
Yeah.
He never
Wow.
did, and that was just that you just happened to ask.
Wow.
DeVoe,
that's what
take
happened.
me to the original. We're gonna go ahead, take me into the original. See how that mix go right there.
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and steam the Vega and get lit, what? Introducing Phantom of the Dark, walk through my heaven with levitation from reefers, drenching defense and E7, showboating with Rugers, flash vines, Belafonte Jigger. Let's skate forward this worth as we confiscate your figures.
Casanova Brown, levitating Jiki and Dashiki's the Lahada car, 54, chasing diamond runners headed icebound. The big chiller diamond convention, Harlem Buck strut, freezing world heights, Hollywood, Madam Butterfly. Let me in your house, a pleasure. From the knuckle swatch, shadow boxes catching black eye blue.
I play the thief, what? Sensations at the Monte Glory screaming Chiba. Fulfilling pleasures in my castles, blow the smoke out. The Garza Vega substitutes when the Dutch is gone. The low don't stop, give me shouts, it's the season. Sauteers, souffleurs for swerving no corners. We magnets to moolah. Living with Charlie's Angels on us, no smiling when sliding. That gets you caught up in the octa or dead for moving. It's just like that as we proceed.
Saturday night special, better take it light. You Jaja, you're a Capitan. Quest to the coast, the Key Largo, wire the chain gang. Keep your ears out for a ear, sip the fountain blue. House of bamboo, paradise.
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and steam the Vega and get lit, what? This is it, what? This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich.
and the value you is beyond what money can buy. Your kiss is so refreshing, my heart is never dry. Even though I struggle, heaven's ghetto, let you go. Love, no, part of my life. Inseparable love, all I see is you in the sky. Oh, my mind, whisper in the night. I remember when we had no furniture, just a color TV and a comforter, some pillows, and we both were so happy. And we stuck it out to get us now more than what we had, which ain't much. Things can be worse. Thank God I can't be mad. No. In the struggle, beautiful in the ghetto, never let you go. Nights will always be a part of my life. All I see. all the walls disappear. Destiny has brought us here. Only time can make it clear. But there's one thing I know that could never change. Knowing I can count on you.
Agent Sunny Joe. If you need a home, call Sunny Joe. She can help you buy or sell your home. Luxury or income property. Agent Sunny is the one that you wanna see. So when you need a home, call Sunny Joe. When you need a home, call Sunny. So when you need a home, call Sunny Joe. When you need a home, call Sunny.
Welcome to Wings Limousine, where we get it right on the first time and create the magic in your night. The owner of Wings Limousine, Deborah Leggins, established her company of solid principles, bring service with a smile and laughter.
I drive people around from girls' night out, weddings, airport pickups, quinceañeras, you name it, that's what I do.
She has received several awards from the Better Business Bureau, from the mayor's office, as well as the governor. She escorted several celebrities to red carpet events and has served as the official transportation company of the Sparks and the Clippers. Beyond Wings' fleet of luxury cars, Wings also has special party buses to Vegas or a more intimate ride using our one-of-a-kind Mercedes Sprinter. And if your company wants to brand their name on our vehicles, we also offer wrapping. Remember just one, the name you can trust for superior service. Wings Limousine. Call now for reservations.
Just once. Can we find a way to finally make it right? Make the magic last for more than just one night. We could just get to it. I know we could break through it just once.
Welcome back to We Love Red Grooves Trio there.
That's our poor attempt of getting James Ingram on the show. James, get over here.
So make sure you call your neighborhood partner, community realtor, Sonny Jones.
Sonny, we need to get Sonny in studio.
Sonny, come on in. Sonny.
51. And also Wings Limousine, where you
ride like a star.
Give them a call, 323-299-4947. Load down their app today and receive 20% off. And also our girl, Stephanie Spruill.
August 15th, 2018, for the Grown and Sexy, go see Stephanie Spruill at Vitello's. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 7. Tickets are $35. Visit Vitellos.com and support our alumni and our
queen, our
guests.
We Love Rare Grooves, right? Okay.
Yes.
Welcome back to the studios. We have in here Dynasty, and we're talking about original members Kevin and Nidra. She's looking at me like, don't say Nidra. It's Nidra.
She gave me that look like, don't say my name.
Right. She even said Nidra. So Nidra.
They say what you want, just spell my name right.
So you done toured all over the world, but who was the most fun you had with when you were opening the act or was the lead on it? What group would you say?
Get it, girl.
The Sylvers.
Okay.
Oh, you like them the most?
I was
obviously Leon. Obviously.
I think that's why she said that.
I became good friends with the family, and another girl that was in DeBlanc and Starfire. Her name is Flowers. She and we were Sylvers. We became Sylvers. We had to do the show at Disneyland because the younger girls, Angie and Pat, they were too young to do the show.
Okay.
After midnight, because they were doing the grand nights. They only could do one show.
Curfews,
Flowers and we already had our uniforms, so we just put our uniforms on and we started doing Boogie Fever Hotline, High School Dance, and we were stepping with the Sylvers.
So you was Angie, and Flowers with Pat.
Yeah, you
Wow.
can say that.
One of y'all brown, one of y'all light. I can see that. I can see that.
So we had a good time.
So you like that better than Dynasty?
So my dream came true when I performed at Disneyland.
Okay.
I was so happy.
We did
twice
that together. I'm
with,
jealous
yeah,
in the
Dynasty
mug.
too, with Dynasty and the Sylvers. I performed at Disneyland.
Now, where's Linda at these days?
Linda, we saw Linda recently.
She
June
at
19th.
home.
She's at home?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. She has a daughter who
Is she here in
graduated
LA?
from USC.
I think,
Marietta.
She lives in California.
Oh, she lives in Marietta. That's down in San Diego area.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I thought it was Riverside.
Oh no, it's almost San Diego County.
Hopefully she listens.
She's doing fine.
Okay.
She's writing.
Okay.
She cool. She
she
always
cool.
have been cool.
We had a reunion June 19th when we had the 40th anniversary celebration.
Greg
right. It was downtown. I couldn't get in.
Why you didn't come? Where were you at?
Man, I couldn't.
He didn't
get
have
in
your
listen.
breaking
No, I couldn't
skills,
get in
you
the
know?
pass. Greg was like, "Man, it's like getting in here."
Man, you could have rolled with me. They didn't ask us for nothing.
You could have Billy
Dynasty.
He could have Billy Preston you.
in,
Like
Oh,
he
you
coming
got-
with me.
That's right. You could have brought me in like Billy,
Like
I
a
coulda
bodyguard.
I could have been
Yeah.
your bodyguard.
Big Red.
They would have
Yeah.
never questioned it.
They never would have questioned it.
They looked at you and said, "Wherever he is, man, you would care. He with me."
Now,
So-
I have a question. Because we find this a lot with groups that like their music is big overseas or in other countries. Did you find out later that hey, we were hitting in this country and that country,
Later.
and the label
Now,
never
You know
told?
what? I'll tell you what we did find out is that in Lagos, Nigeria, we were like we were as popular there as like the Beatles were worldwide. Like in Nigeria, they loved us. Do you know that we did 2 days, 12,000 plus audiences, 2 shows per day, like
In
like
Africa?
Nigeria.
And to play in the
We were the
12,000
first
plus.
ones. They
We were
chose
the
us.
first ones. And do you know what they did was that it was 112 in the auditorium. And, okay, so
And
there's
120
standing
outside.
and standing room only, and we were about to faint on stage.
I was.
I mean, and Leon
She
too.
said I wasn't.
Oh,
That hot, huh?
Oh, you a bad
Yeah.
girl. Well, your husband at that time, he was weak in the knees. Well, you need to go over there and help him stand up and play the bass.
That's because she's too cold.
I'm telling you, her and Linda, they was cool, but they were queens over there. They were queens.
Yeah.
She just couldn't look at nobody.
I was engaged.
So look, they told we almost were about to fall to the floor in that 112 sweltering, and we singing and hyperventilating and getting lightheaded. So they closed the curtains for the intermission, and so when they closed the curtains, everybody was like, "Woo wee, man!" I sure let's go back, man. Let's go back to the back and cool out. And so I'm going with him, and he said, "Hey, Kevin, spin some." He said, you come. We need you now. We need you here. I said, and I'm going to go with the group. I said, need me for what? And so he grabbed me by the arm and pulled me out in front of the curtain again after they didn't close it. And they had girls up there said, and now we will have the winning date with Kevin Spencer contest. And I'm up there. No, you can't do it, man. I'm about to pass out, man. Contestant number 1. Ooh, they were cold. She was kind of dark skinned. Boo! I said, our Africans gonna boo somebody else black. They said, next contestant, they did that. What? By the Lotus. Yeah, gave her a little more. She was brown skinned. They got to another dark one. Boo! I said, they must be doing this according to what they think I might like. Because I'm American.
Right.
And you got to think of yourself as American. You got to remember, when you there, you're American to everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the first thing when you asked me that question about overseas. And so somebody did win, and turned out they booed all the ones they didn't want, and they cheered this one girl on. She was like 16 years old.
What is it with you and these 16-year-olds?
I'm telling you, but especially since I'm older now. I was, because then when we went to Africa, I was at least 20,
Right.
I was at least 26 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. But she won the contest, and she was about your complexion and somewhere in between you. And so I said, oh, I see how they do it over here. They doing what they think
You like.
that I like. and then she couldn't even talk to me. I mean, like we had a chaperone, and she sit there, and we met up at the club, and so there's people interviewing us, and the whole time she was sitting there, she stayed like this.
Couldn't believe
with
it.
her hands up and said, "Say something to her, Mr. Say something to her, Mr. Dynasty." I said, "You have a nice time."
What kind of movies do you like? Whatever it is that you like.
Well, if you know the kind of movies they got over there now.
Now, tell us what's one of your favorite songs. Your favorite song to perform.
I liked when we would open up with Groove Control live, and then I've just begun. But there was we were starting to do other songs in the show, but we didn't get a chance to put our repertoire out there like live, because we were doing cover songs when we toured, but we were playing our songs and other people's songs as good as people thought that we did.
Y'all was tight.
Yeah, they thought that it was our song.
Y'all was like not the Funk Brothers. What did you say earlier?
Yeah, the Throwdown Brothers.
Right, the Throwdown Brothers.
And
so y'all was tight.
And that was due to Leon. Leon was, man, he was a perfectionist, man. He used to drill us, and not only did the boys was sweating, the ladies too, Nidra and Linda.
Nidra said she didn't sweat. Nidra said she didn't sweat.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. As many times as Leon would take us all the way through a song, and then we get to the when he finally lets you play it all the way through without stopping, and he'll stand there and then think about it. Said, that was kind of all right. Okay, from the top. 1, 2, 3, and we done played it 20 times, and we go, oh no, play it again.
That's how you get.
That's how you get it right.
That's that Joe
So
Jackson.
we're gonna have
That's
some
how
fun
Prince
before we
was.
go into our next
That's how
musical
Prince was,
selection.
too.
What you gonna do, Shantini? You gonna make them?
I'm going to ask you a series of random questions, and
Okay.
you have to answer them in 60 seconds or less.
I can do that. I think I.
So you only get 60 seconds, though, Mr. Spencer. Like the short version.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm just waiting for the guys to give me some Jeopardy music.
Oh.
Your first job.
I was a janitor at 13.
Name a lover gave you.
Name a lover. What was the question again?
Name a lover gave you. Pick one.
Bogart.
Favorite song to perform. What was your favorite song to perform?
I've just begun to love you.
I was born in 1984. What were you doing then?
Smoking weed.
Actually, I was raising my son and writing hit songs.
If you could perform a song for a celebrity that is deceased, who would it be? Or record a song, I'm sorry, with the celebrity that is deceased, who would it be?
Oh man, probably someone like Michael Jackson or something.
Greatest piece of advice anyone ever gave you?
To find people that are doing what you want to do already on the level on which you want to do it on, to seek out those that are doing what you want to do on the level you want to do it on.
A piece of clothing from the 70s you wish you still had.
Those gold
Gotta
boots.
be the boots. Gotta be the boots. No, it's the 70s though.
Yeah.
My Indian moccasins, they was knee high.
Oh, okay.
Bring him back.
Very good. That's 60 seconds. Very good.
Right.
Bogart. I don't even want to know the story behind that.
Yes.
So let's go into some music, man. We're going to go into some songs that you guys wrote, and we're just going to do a quick sample of some songs and get them fired up here from Solar, Dynasty, Shalimar, Whispers, Carrie Lucas. So remember that one right there?
We're going to see what kind of skills DeVoe got. It's a mixing.
so many times. By holding back, I let the good things pass me by. And then one day I asked myself the reason why. Like an answer from above, you came into my life and showed me one thing for sure. With love, nothing is certain. You got to go for it when you feel it. Everybody needs somebody to love, and I choose you, baby. So let's make that move right now, baby. You only go around once in a lifetime. Make that move right now, baby.
had made an appointment with our heart. We tell ourselves this time, but we never seem to get around to it. So busy trying to make it, can't find the time. If we keep love waiting too long, love's gonna say goodbye. Baby, love, my sweet thing. Let's find a time for love, sweet love. Let's find a time to make it last, or let's give someone else a try. Let's make tonight become. There you are, looking as fine as can be in your fancy car. I can tell you're looking at me, what you wanna do. Are you just gonna sit there and stare? Baby, talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind, baby. Oh, baby, bring it all to me. Bring it on. But I don't need no fancy cars or diamond rings. Baby, I don't need none. Oh, baby, bring it all to me. Bring it home. Give me your time, your love, your space, your energy. Baby, what's the deal? Would I be too forward if I told you how I feel? That's just the way I do my thing. I'm so for real. Are you feeling my Timbs, my baggy jeans, my thug appeal? Do you like it when a man can keep it real? Oh, baby, bring it all to me. Bring it on, bring it on. But I don't need no fancy cars or diamond rings. Diamond rings. Oh, baby, bring it all to me.
Welcome back to
Yeah, just
Kevin
holding the mic,
Spencer
man. It's for the birds.
Right.
You
say the birds?
Welcome back.
Holding his mic.
Hold up. Welcome back, Kevin Spencer Groove right now. This ain't Wheeler. This was all Kevin Spencer
Wow.
right there.
That he was.
That mix.
I'm honored.
That mix was hot.
Yes.
I'm honored that y'all did that.
Right. Kevy S right there. That's Kevy S right there.
Man, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Let me see what
Soak it all in, huh?
Take it all
Marinate.
See what else y'all gonna play, man. Y'all break me down. I'm gonna be crying and going on. Have to take me up out here.
Hey, but this is what you contribute, man, to the history of R&B music, man.
Yeah,
Folks
well,
got to know that, man. They got to know it. They got to appreciate it, man.
That's what I was praying for when I was in that Pentecostal church. I said I'd go up on Sunday.
Now, how did you end up working with Black?
You know what? I never got a chance to meet him or Tony Lopez or TLC them, but I knew Pebbles, the one that put TLC together. But what it was the girls.
Don't mention that name.
Everybody knew Pebbles.
yeah, in a different way.
Bam Bam too.
Right.
Yeah, they got Bam Bam, didn't they?
I think Bam Bam was probably L.A. That's who got Bam. I remember when they first saw each other. They were up at Galaxy Studios. She came in there. She had a diamond and ruby ring on,
Right.
and I had never seen it. But she came up here from the Bay Area
Right.
and drove down here. She was married to a doctor up there. She said that to us. So after she came down here, no more doctor.
Said, I ain't coming home no more.
L.A. told me himself, he said, man, she came out here for something. She came out, he said, she started on me immediately.
Ooh.
When I picked her up from the airport, Kev. So now that's...
No time for the weary. You got to get on it,
right.
you know?
Yabba dabba doo.
But
So-
she came here with jewels.
Yeah.
I had her. She took it off and let me hold it and look at it.
Hey, so earlier we just went through that musical selection. So you, Shalimar, you wrote right in the socket, make that move.
I did right here.
Right.
I like the stuff I did on the Whispers though.
Oh yeah, those were real nice.
Right,
those were real nice.
Emergency and Keep on Loving Me. Those were two of mine. Those were fun.
Right.
Now Emergency, Nidra was there the night that guy. We wrote that because at the Northridge. At the ranch house.
You remember Nidra?
The ranch house.
You and Lorena.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember that?
He
Nidra?
got all the memories and receipts on it. She like, I don't know.
Nidra was working 2 jobs while the boys was at my house.
Wow.
Oh, but this was after you got married and you was living the good life out of Northridge.
Okay.
He said when you was a kept
Nidra
woman.
was holding it down.
Yeah, Nidra was holding
How about
it down.
Carrie
2
Lucas?
jobs.
How did Carrie Lucas? Now you wrote for Carrie Lucas.
I did a few on her.
Right.
I did a couple of things on her. And Carrie's like a kind of person, and she's so smooth with like her execution and stuff. Like when Carrie comes in, she come in and just sing it, and there's no need to keep punching her in or having her doing it because you're gonna get the same consistency every time.
That's good. Right.
And
Save a voice that way. Like some of these other artists, they can't sing now.
Or she's not, you know what? She's not trying to overstate or push herself like that. She's singing right at her comfort level, which is fine for us.
Right.
As a listener.
Because that's why some singers right now got tracks behind them trying to sing and get caught.
Or smoking too many cigarettes and other things.
Smoking them cools.
You got to take care of that. You got to take care of that
take
voice.
Take care of your instrument. You have to take care of the instrument.
Yeah.
So tell us what would you tell, both of you can answer, what would you tell a young musician that's now trying to get into the game? Because the game is
I would tell them learn math.
Go ahead.
Math is a universal language. Because when you go to different countries and you have to learn that math and divide dollars into naira or yen or pesos.
Be an accountant. Be an accountant. Yeah, be an accountant.
And sign your own checks.
And learn the business of show business.
She taught that business.
Learn the business.
That's what it is. Learn the business.
We Dynasty, we put our monies together and we got a studio. And we named it Studio D after
nice too.
Dynasty, and all the artists came in our studio, including and we every artist that came in before they came in, I told them, I said, before you cross this threshold, no drinking, no smoking, no profanity, and I just want you to know that your record is going to go #1. And every record did go #1. Vestas went #1. Vanessa Williams went #1. Ollie Woodson of the Temptations went #1. The Boys went #1. Brooke Benton went #1.
All that from your studio.
All that came in Dynasty studio.
Wow. That sounds like Donnie and Marie Osmond's studio used to be like that.
Yeah.
Where was the studio? With the studio?
It was located at 6523 West Boulevard in Inglewood, California.
Down the street.
And his father came all the time. He was
that
my
on
biggest
West Boulevard.
It was a convalescent home across the street. They used to be listening to
Hyde Park.
On West Boulevard?
Hyde Park.
One side is Inglewood and one side is LA.
So DeVoe used to come when he was a baby.
That's the way I go all the time.
My father and her went back. That whole era. Yeah.
What was
His
that?
father supported me.
Leon Hayward's had that penny pinchers market across the street.
Yeah, penny pinchers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what black people
that's where
Great history right there. The sound.
That's where we used
And
to
the
go
radio
get
stations
alcohol
over there.
when we were
The radio
young.
stations over there.
What?
You sneak over there and get your
penny
alcohol.
pinchers is still
The
there.
gospel, I guess they're all the gospel.
But before that, Ike and Tina Turner rehearsed there also. It was a studio
Because
before
they lived
that.
right in Baldwin.
That's, man, and that's
not far from my house.
We had that studio for 13 years, and we did very
very well.
A lot of history.
Wow, that's amazing.
So we continue here on We Love Rare Grooves. We got to get to that Dusty, man. But tonight, the Dusty is brought to you by Sweet Events for all your Sweet Event needs, for all your PR, for all your marketing needs. That's right, Sarah. It's Sweet Events.
SUITE, Sweet.
Sweet.
Like a hotel suite.
Yeah.
So tonight, we just going to do a quick little music history of Solar Records with Dick Gregory. We not
Dick Griffey.
Griffey.
What did I say?
Gregory.
Dick
Rest in
Griffey.
peace, Dick Gregory.
Two different people.
I know who they are.
Do you? Do you? I'm wondering.
both
I'm
of
just
them.
wondering.
But wait,
Griffey.
Griffey, right.
You're not the only
Like
person
Ken
that
Griffey
Dick
Jr.
made him say, look, the RCA president was Robert Summers that was distributing Solar, and he kept calling Dick Ken Griffey. and that's when Dick left RCA and went to WIA, to Electric Asylum.
Warner Electric Asylum.
The white man kept calling me Ken Griffey. He said, but I can assure you one thing. He said at Electric Asylum, they're not confused about who Dick Griffey is.
So take me away right now with Mr. Dick Griffey.
Then is really teaching young people how to be in business for themselves.
Richard Gilbert, Dick Griffey, grew up in the J.C. Napier housing projects on Nashville's South Side. Mr. Griffey attended Tennessee State University for a semester before joining the Navy at age 17 and landing in Los Angeles in the 1960s, where he became part owner in the nightclub Guys and Dolls. Once word spread about Griffey's professional treatment of recording artists like Ike and Tina Turner and Isaac Hayes, he was soon booking national tours for major stars like James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder. This earned him the title Kingpin of Soul Promoters and a job as talent coordinator for the television show Soul Train. Mr. Griffey and the show's producer, Don Cornelius, partnered to create Soul Train Records in 1975, which became Sound of Los Angeles Records, or Solar, in 1977 with Griffey as owner. Within 3 years, Solar artists were topping the soul charts and impacting the pop market, leading the Los Angeles Times to name Griffey as the most promising new black music executive of 1980. Griffey would assemble a stable of artists, musicians, and engineers that produced a string of hits so impressive, Solar became known as the Motown of the 80s. Mr. Griffey would extend his influence into the 1990s by mentoring songwriting duo Kenneth Babyface Edmonds and Antonio L.A. Reid, who would go on to found LaFace Records.
That was nice.
So now, this is something we got found that you was doing in 2015, 2017. This little mix right here. Is this something that you sample with these guys? I don't know. Funky Star? You never heard it? They got you with some writing credits on this, and I was like, it didn't sound, so I thought that was something you were doing currently. So that's why we brought it up. Don't worry about it then.
Okay, I was about to say play it for me.
Right, we playing it right now.
Yeah,
we playing it right now. That's what we...
I don't know where they got that from.
I don't know where they got it from either.
But anyway.
So what are you doing currently?
And I've been working on my book for the last few years, and I get off into some of the stuff that I shared with you, so I tell the whole story in the book. And it's a lot of stuff that, like stuff like when we toured with Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills, and I'm telling stuff, some of my personal business, but not nothing that should be.
Right. So you gonna come back then? We can share some more and play some music around those stories. Play some music around.
I tell about how Emergency got written.
Okay.
Keep on Loving Me. Keep on Loving Me. I wrote that in like 30 minutes, but that ain't something that anybody should be doing no 30 minutes.
Okay.
It was because Leon had given me the music for Keep On Loving Me, which was written by William Zimmerman and Wardell Potts and Leon Sylvers. But he gave me the track 3 days ahead, and he said, Dick Griffey wants this is the single for the Whispers. And so I had already done Emergency, and Emergency did great. So they came back and grabbed me by the arm again and said, you Kev, I'm gonna put this and you bring it home. Okay. He said, go ahead and finish it off.
And you brought it home, huh?
Brought it home. But what I didn't do is I didn't touch it. I had the track just, enjoying the music for about 2-3 days. And on the third day, that night, Leon called me and said, Yeah, Kev. Yeah, I'm down here at the studio with the Whispers, man. You finished with the song with Keep On Loving Me? And I hadn't touched it. And he said, and then I heard the Whispers guy, yeah, boy, we know you're going to come down here with some check. I said, I ain't did nothing. And he said, he said, so did you finish? I said, well, I'm close to it. He said, well, how much further you got to go? How far did you get? I said, like the 2/3. And he said, okay, so how long do you think it'll take you to finish the other? And I said, probably 30 or 40 minutes or so. He said, go ahead and do that, because they ready to, and I'm hearing them in the background, yeah, nigga, we can down. They was in the background.
And wrote a hit. You wrote a hit in 30 minutes, huh?
So I hung up the phone and I said, Lord, Father, in the name of Jesus. I know
so the writing gods help me, please.
I'm waiting on you. I cannot do this by myself. I'm not doing it. I'm waiting on you. And I just sat there with the paper and I hit the button on the tape player.
And history was made.
Yeah, them first words. Times get tough, you want to give it up. Just can't let it go like that. Kept rolling all the way to the end. And so that's why I say that's one of my favorite songs.
So Miss Nidra, what are you doing these days? Any music related?
I have a son that I had late. I had him at 40.
Why is he late?
Because I was working so hard.
But
I was
he
working
later
so
in life.
hard.
She meant later in life.
Yeah, but he raises her and me. He be telling us what to do.
He's a miracle child. I had my son, and so I just invested all my time into him, and now he's 25, and he says, Mom, you should have had more children, because I got to go. I'm grown now. I'm grown.
Right.
I'm like, oh. So, yeah, I've been raising my son, and he's 6'7", and he's a wonderful, wonderful child.
Well, what a blessing. What a blessing. So, hey, we went further overdue. Pretty Tony.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
We went overdue, but it was a great show, great information, great sharing the Dynasty history, Solar Records with us. But as we do every Monday, we bring you guests in, and you meant so much to the music industry that we want to share something from DJ DeVoe, DJ Reg, Greg New York Sneed, Shantani, Pretty Tony, and myself. We want to share this with you. What we give is our Luvv award to the both of you.
That's what she had under the table. You guys are
so thank you so much.
Y'all are smoother than velvet.
Yeah.
Smoother than velvet with that move. You made that move.
You made that move right now.
Make that move right now.
Turn your award around. Turn around so they can take the picture with your name. Turn it around. There we go. Turn it around.
Turn yours around, Mr. Spencer.
Mr. Spencer, turn yours around. There
Kevin
you go.
Cab, there you go. Thank you so much.
All right, right in that camera.
Right.
Look right into that camera.
Welcome back at any time to the Groove Studios, man. We're gonna take some more photos after, so we're gonna
beautiful.
We're gonna. I hope our audience stayed with us tonight. We went a little overtime.
They did.
They still
stayed
hanging in
with us.
Yeah, they're still
with us.
Facebook Live. They're it's buzzing.
So upcoming,
so
we got our boy Terry Steele coming up on August 25th at the Nate Holden, him and Tata Vega.
Oh, okay.
That's right. They're going to be there that Saturday night. So get your tickets today for that. We're going to be there.
Now, see, we used to do the gigolo to this. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember the gigolo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at we got Reggie.
It's on and popping, baby.
Oh my God.
So thank you so much. We want to thank our listening audience all over the globe for continue to join us here on We Love Rare Grooves. We want to thank Wings Limousine, where you ride like a star. Beverly Boys Video Production for all your video needs. Sonny Jones, your community real estate person, as we do here on We Love Rare Grooves, keeping the music alive, keeping the R&B legends right here. Only the R&B legends right here on We Love Rare Grooves on the UBN Radio Network. That's Radio TV.
Channel
That's
1.
right, Channel 1. So join us next week as we'll be back here live in studio. I'm going to have to myself.
I'd like to thank Carriere Smith for bringing us here today.
Our personal trainer and bodyguard.
I heard that.
Thank you, Carriere.
And then we're going to give another special thanks for Hanley Entertainment. That's right.
That's right.
For all your entertainment needs. So that's what we do here on We Love Rare Grooves. We'll be back next week. I'm putting it out there. we looking for a blessing coming in, Mr. Stanley Clark. It hasn't been confirmed, but we're going to go ahead and see. We putting it out there in the
put it out in the universe. I'll make a phone call. I'll try to make a phone call.
But we're in contact, so we'll see. He's over in Europe now. So
always on this time. Always.
So again, we want to thank our listening audience. Our YouTube page.
Yes, follow us on Instagram for all of our show images, and replays are all on YouTube
and Facebook.
And Facebook. We Groove Entertainment.
Spotify.
Yes, is on our Instagram. We are also on iHeartRadio, and we are also on Spotify.
So as we do on 3, how we do it? Because
we love Red Grooves.
Good night.
See you soon.
Happy birthday.
I don't want to be a freak.
Birthday, Faye.
I don't want to be a freak.
I can't help myself.
Kevin, was that you, Kevin? And help my. That was you back in the day with the afro. Want to be a freak? I can't help myself.
But they would say they can't help their damn self.
Their damn self. Hey.